Hey, it's Chanel Laurent, and you've just tuned into my world. Come with me on this journey as we explore different topics, create a space for healthy conversations, and meet some interesting people along the way. Stay tuned. This is Chanel Laurent TV. Welcome to Chanel Laurent TV. I'm your host, Chanel Laurent, and this is Chapter 5, What You Doing? The topic is the diminishing value of communication in the digital age. And I am sitting next to my friend, my homie, Cheeks, and he has a podcast, With All Due Respect.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Cheeks, doing what I do when I do it.
Of course. Cheeks. So we've been knowing each other for a while. We're gonna, of course, get into what you do and everything before we get into the topic. So we've been knowing each other for a long time. I've been in Atlanta for 8 years, and I've known Cheeks for probably about that third year that I moved here. So we've been knowing each other for about 5 years, and we used to work with a magazine. I was an editor for a magazine, a hip hop magazine. I used to write, and Cheeks always been with the radio and journalism and all of this. So we have been really cool. And like, he used to come over. I didn't cook breakfast for Cheeks.
Well, little egg whites, little egg whites with spinach.
If you know me, you know I'm a healthy person. So yes, I was cooking egg whites with spinach and gave him a little Tony Satcher season that southern taste, and even came over for Thanksgiving. Yeah, he came over for Thanksgiving. I had Thanksgiving at my place in Atlanta, and my family, my mom, dad, sisters came and definitely met my family. So yeah, we've been knowing each other for a while. So it's it's very like good to see both of us.
Sometimes it can be surreal. Watching people grow, watching how they evolve, watching who they become. You know what I mean? You would have never known I would have been the guy from the Brown Brahmer who talked shit to everybody, to say the least. You know what I mean? And just to grow, you know what I mean, to evolve. It's always a beautiful thing. I say behind the scenes, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, so, yes, he definitely did. And then even now you have a podcast that basically you talk your shit, because the name of it is With All Due Respect.
With All Due Respect.
So it's like basically you get to do what you do.
Yeah. I do it on a daily basis. No matter where I'm at, I always talk to people. I don't have a problem meeting anybody.
Yeah.
My girlfriend gets it the worst, though. To be honest with you, like she has to hear my unadulterated thoughts in the morning. All the time. So you know what I mean, like.
But that's love.
Yeah, it definitely is. Especially to deal with me in the morning.
Yes, that is
you never know what's going to come out my mouth.
Right.
And with all due respect, it's pretty much young black intellectuals. Like I'm my homeboy. We argue every day over a Google chat every single day.
Wow.
And we talk about everything from politics to entertainment. We talk sports. Now on this podcast, we don't really talk sports. I got a podcast I'm looking to do around that, but we don't really talk sports a lot on this one. We really talk a lot of politics and the black economy and black people. Right. And we kind of got different views, and that's why it's with all due respect, because you may find certain things disrespectful. So we have people on that's far left, far right, and right down the middle. So you know what I mean? It's a good time when you come. Right. And you sit with us and you had a conversation, and we welcome it all. So,
right. And that's true, because I was a guest on With All Due Respect, and we definitely have
5 or 6, I think.
Yes, we definitely have different perspectives. We come from different places.
And see how you related to him more, because y'all come from that similar background where me. So at any given time, you can see what you may call a debate or argument, but it's really all in love, and it's really all based in solutions. So
right. It's all in love. Just because we have different perspectives doesn't mean that I don't love you. And that I can't see your perspective, or you can't see my perspective. Because sometimes we're only accustomed to what we've been around. You're unconsciously being groomed by your surroundings, the people you're around, your mother, your father, grandmother. You're unconsciously being groomed to those values. So by me not being around other values or other views, then I don't know. I don't know how other people think.
And see, with me, it's I come from what I come from, but I just blame it on the Gemini thing. You know how people say it's two-faced. I don't really say it's two-faced. I say we see the world from both sides. I can't look at the situation and not see it from both sides. Even if it's a situation involving me, I can often see the other person's side.
Right, yeah.
And it just so I don't think the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think really more solution based, and
right.
I don't really focus on. To me, what can be the little things or the little minute details. It's like, okay, well, what's the bigger goal,
right?
And how can we get to the bigger goal? So a lot of times I find myself brushing things past that other people take more seriously,
right?
And my girl said sometimes I take things seriously that other people won't take seriously. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I just
that's your view.
Yeah, and I give it to you. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me, love me, hate me. If you don't like me, just get in line.
Right.
You know, it's usually a lot of people who don't like what I say, so I'm used to it.
Right. I mean, we all have to, understand that there's always another perspective. And I may not, like you say, I may not like you, but you're going to respect me.
Right.
You're going to respect my viewpoint, my perspective. I'll let you, tell me yours. Right. And if we don't agree, then we can go, our separate ways. And it's just that simple. But everybody gets caught up into the, I don't like you if I don't agree with you. Yeah. And that's not necessarily it. It's just that I have a different view from what you have. Yeah. And that's fine, because that's your life and this is mine.
And see, me coming from the hood and coming from where I come from, I've ran with some of the worst. And so I ran with some of the worst. And I've been around some of the worst. And they always knew, okay, might get a little bit different, like that's not his thing, and like I really don't have a problem saying no. You get caught up in peer pressure with certain things, but a lot of the things that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was young, if you go and go rob that store, it'd be my cousin just said this. He said, "Yo, people would say something to you and be feeling free to talk around you and say stuff that they would never say around nobody else. So like, yo, I'm about to go rob this store. You with me?" And I look at him and say, "No, I'm not doing that." You know what I'm saying? Especially if the plan ain't right.
Right.
I need the plan to be right. You know what I'm saying? But no, I ain't doing that. That don't even make no sense.
Right.
They ain't got $200 in there. That's not.
Right. Not even worth it.
Yeah, I'm broke, but I don't want that money. You know what I'm saying? But so I like it's certain, and then it may be something that they may have a plan for and do that I'm with because it's more covert or it's more sneaky than me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I can get away with it. So I've always been that type of person who, and then it transferred over to when I get around what I call, white or bougie or whatever you want to call them, uppity black people where I'm not really them. Like I may be too hood for them, and but they'll still be cool with me because it's like, hey, he hood, but we know he ain't about to steal nothing from us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm a genuine person. Yeah. I'm a real person. So it's like they know I'm not about to harm them or do nothing to them, but they know, okay, his friends is horrible. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I've always come from that.
Yeah, some people are. I mean, everybody is not harmful. That. But I mean, I know that's a big stereotype. With black people that, we're black men. I mean, black women too. They call us aggressive and angry. We get those titles. So we have to be on our P's and Q's when we're meeting people, but. It's a blessing when people just see people for people. Yeah. And
majority of people see me that. I feel like majority of people see me that way because that's all I get off. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I don't have to be around you, and I'll make it known, and I won't be around you. Yeah. Or I could be around you and just don't have to deal with you. Like I can ignore anybody.
Yeah. I'm definitely on that wavelength right there. Yeah. I'm definitely on that wavelength right there. Like I don't have to be around you, and I feel like being around each other is a blessing, so let's enjoy this moment and not, make this moment anything other than what it is. Like, don't make this moment negative. Let's enjoy good positive energy. You know what I'm saying?
That's very hard for people to do. Enjoy positive energy and just to keep, to not focus on something negative that's happened. Like, to just, it's very hard for people to sometimes just let go. Like I've been in so many situations where I just can't control what's going on. That at certain times it just be like, man, listen, if it's about to happen, it's about to happen. And I got my moments.
We're all human.
Like it'd be something I'd be like bugging out about. I can't all thing in the world. You can let the lights go out right now. You might see it different from me. I'm telling you. I ain't with that. Power go out and I get a little anxious. You know?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's just it's what you it's
right.
Everybody's
everybody's different things. They have their own vices.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to discuss the topic. So this topic is chapter 5, and we're talking about the chapter is chapter 5. What you doing? And the topic is the diminishing value of communication in the digital age. So I named it "What You Doing" because it's WYD because that's how we communicate. Yeah, that's how we communicate now. Even with jobs, in professional settings, like everybody's sending out text messages, and all of this. So it's like it's kind of hard to build, relationships. Genuine relationships, substantial relationships, so that because of the everybody is communicating through phone, social media, so tell me how you feel about, because you have your better half, so you're in a relationship, so tell me a little bit about that and how the growth, and did you guys did you fall into that category of the what you doing, brother?
No, we never made it. I think we both came from we both came from situations, and when we met, we were both at the point where we both was at the same point. It's like, I don't know if I want to deal with somebody, but you're tired of everything. So we were very open, and we very much we communicate. You know what I mean? Like we got a rule: you can't be mad for more than 48 hours. Like you need to sit at the table. You need to bring it to the table. Either we're gonna stay together or we're not. You know what I mean? We do temperature checks. Like sometimes I got to check how mad I done made her. You know what I mean? So I might send that text with something stupid that's completely dumb to see how mad she is. You know what I mean?
Right, to see if she'll just, brush it off.
Let me see if she got my clothes in the morning. Let me see if she make me breakfast this morning. You know what I mean? And she know that's for me. So we both have our roles with that. Okay. For the most part, we communicate everything. We have these weird moments, right? What we'll do is where if something's really wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we were having physical things, you know what I mean? And it wasn't going, so it happens at the weirdest moment where we'll get to talk about it. Like we got a Mexican restaurant that we love. We'll go get this picture. This is a $40 meal. I love this $40 meal. And I'm talking about it'll be a bunch of people in there and they don't know what we talking about. And this is intense, okay? This thing will be intense. It'll be like the glass is shaking and we both drunk. So it's like, yo, you can touch me more. You can touch me more. And then nobody will know. You get what I'm saying? And then we'll go through that and you'll fight through it. And then by the end of it, we'll be back together like we're in love again. At the end of the night, I promise you, nobody can see how intense it is. And we getting drunk doing this. And we getting drunker and drunker. And then you get it all out and then you just go home and just let it go.
Well, that's your thing.
You figure it out, and that's how it goes. So we stay we communicate. That's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not turning against her for nobody. Even when she's wrong, and she can tell when you dead ass wrong right now, and she'll know when I'm dead ass wrong. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part,
but you let each other know behind closed doors, just not in front of.
She'll be my best friend forever, no matter what. No matter whether we together or not together, that's always gonna be my best friend.
That's
I'm not gonna let that affect that.
That's a really good thing. I mean, I pray to find that love.
And you know who I was before.
Yes, I definitely
You know who I was. I was barking and howling at the moon every 10 minutes.
Definitely was. Definitely was. So here it is, ladies. Men can change when they're ready. Or when they find that one. They're ready to change. And I think that reflects in the communication as well. So do you feel as if, when men are really into you, they will not send the just what you doing text, because that's a big thing now, that people will what you doing you all day, every 5 hours, what you doing? I was doing the same thing I was doing 5 hours ago. I
got a lot of different friends, right? Who come from a lot of different walks of life.
I feel you. So do I.
Every man is actually different in that. You know what I mean? Based off of shit I'd say my brother, it's very hard for certain men to be with one woman. You gotta understand that. Their lifestyle has to fit them not being with one. It's just who they are. It's in their makeup. You can say, I do feel like sometimes it's partly discipline, but it's just certain people that's not made for it. Okay. It's certain women I've met throughout my life. You are not built to be with one man. You're just not. It's just not possible for you to be with one man. You need a different lifestyle because of who you are, the way you perceive things, the way you do things. You're just not built to be with one man. And I think in this age, what people have to learn to do is accept who they are and then embrace who they are. You know what I mean? My brother can be the best father. He can be the best boyfriend. He can be the best husband at points in times. But the moment that you revert back, his mind is to do what you did times 10, which causes you to do more. You get what I'm saying? I use him. He gonna hear this, and everybody in my family and everybody know that he's gonna be like, yeah, that's him, because he does what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And he gives me a lot of game when it comes to that. You know what I mean? But it's just certain men that are like, they're not like he has to get that out of his system. Right. But it's some people it takes longer. Yeah. But some men, I'll be honest with you, they're just not meant to be with just one woman. Person. Like you might just need to, I hate to say this, explore this swinger lifestyle. Like and do it the right way. Do it with the rules. Know what's going on. Educate yourself on these things. Don't just look at them and go, yo, that's not right. You know what I mean? Certain people. Now I know the woman I chose, she ain't with none of that. Exactly. She made it clear because I say, hey, well, you know, listen, brother, don't come over here playing with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She made that. And you know, certain women do that, but it's certain people. Every man is different. Not every man is different. There are different types of men. There's men like me who you just accept. You know what I mean? You're accepting the things. You make your sacrifices. You know what I mean? And that's hard on you, like it's hard on a woman. You know what I mean?
Right. But we all make sacrifices to be with people. You know, to be with that one that we want to be with because we love them, we love things about them, they make us better, they make, you know, we are happy together, you know, so that we can both be better, you know, we can live a happy life and you know, want better for our family and our kids and you know, all of these different things. So yeah, we both make necessary sacrifices. It's not just the man making sacrifices. It's not. You know, but I understand your point. You know, men, there are different types of men, there are different types of women, and some men, you know, it takes them a lot longer to get the point, you know, so because we mature differently. But nowadays it's a little different because like social media, there's the DMs, there's the, you know, and I'm a little old fashioned. So, you know, people are always in my DMs. Well, not always.
So you talking about temptation? It's a lot more temptation.
No. Just about the communication, how we communicate now. So, you know, men are in, like, that's a pickup. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, how we meet out, you know, at a restaurant or you just walking by. Like, men really seek women, you know, or look for women like, dang, I could really date you. You live in Atlanta, so let's meet up or something like that. And I think that's kind of creepy. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Now I'm very old fashioned. Like my parents are older. So,
but you're 31. I'm 34. So I remember when it wasn't nothing. It wasn't you literally. Right. That's what I remember when the phone. It was called. I hate to repeat the name. It was called the Philly Butt Monkey. And it was a phone system. You call in and leave messages, and that's how you used to have to meet girls who were outside of your school.
That's what I'm saying. It's it's totally changed now. I mean, even with like professionals, you know, even when you send an email and you know how you'll see the sent from my iPhone at the bottom of it. Yeah. You know, like back in the day, you know,
that wasn't even acceptable.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to take that tag off.
That's what I'm saying. So now it's acceptable. I mean, jobs are even sending out text messages for interviews and all of that. Like, it's just the communication has changed, and I think we're a little bit further away
from each other.
Yes.
Because we're always in our phones.
Yes.
I hate being text. First of all, don't send me no text that breaks up into different parts. I'm not reading.
But sometimes different phones phones do different things.
First of all,
because the iPhone doesn't do that, but some like Androids do break up the text message.
But I can't feel your energy for what you're saying when you write that long of a text.
You're
I don't care how many capitals, how many emojis you put in it. I don't know your energy when you're saying this. I don't know your temperature, and I don't know what you're talking about.
And that's a different thing. That's another thing.
Another point. I'm a big
context.
Get on the phone with me.
Yeah, context, understanding.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. You feel like I need to speak with you because I need to understand. I'm the same way, so I understand that totally. I would rather like meet face to face to have a conversation, or we can speak over the phone if we can't meet, you know, at that moment. And now that we have FaceTime, I definitely, you know, I'll FaceTime a person in a minute, you know, to really see like what's going on. But I don't really have too many problems like that. But I think that the communication is dying because of that. Then people send I had a guy do this to me that I didn't respond. Hey, HRU. So how are you?
Yeah.
I don't do that. You're gonna have to
Spell this out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spell this out, sir. Because I have 2 degrees and I do not play those type of games. You are not dealing with somebody that is in the 5th grade. Yeah. I am a grown person. You know, so it's like the communication is dying. I think
communication is a good hide for sucker niggas nowadays too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of suckers who hide behind different forms like typing stuff or all that, and they hide the fact that they're a sucker until you see that it's too late. I feel like that the communication hides a lot of sucker niggas and sucker Jones, sucker chicks.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's definitely both, you know, on both ends, because I definitely feel like the communication dies. You know, if you're having a disagreement, you know, people will send you a long message saying,
and then they won't respond at all.
Yeah, and like, and then after this, you're blocked. Sis, what? I'm blocked. Like, you just finna tell me off, girl, and I'm just, I'm blocked now. Yeah. Okay, so that solves our issue.
But you know what you should write back then?
I think that's fake.
But you know what you should write back then? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for deleting yourself out of my life. I didn't even have to unfollow you.
That is so.
Thank you.
That is so for real.
I appreciate you, and you don't even know you saving yourself because you was going down the wrong path. Me, I'm just talking to my lady about this. Sometimes you have to save people from themselves. There's a lot of people out here who don't know the road that they walking down because they see you in a polo and some khakis, and you don't even know who I am.
Yep.
You don't know where I come from. You don't know what I'm capable of.
I said
you know what I mean? So you have to let people save themselves.
Yep.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You saved yourself and you saved me.
I definitely told that to my mom after that, you know, incident. I was like, you know what? She did me a favor because I'm happy. You know, I don't have to deal with that toxic, you know, like people that have toxic issues that are not aware of their toxic issues, and they just don't care. You know, they think that's normal, and they just want to just be in their toxicity, you know, and I mean, I don't want to be that way. I want to grow, you know. So takeaways from this: if they send you the long message and hide behind text messages, the context, understanding, you don't really understand it. You can't even have a conversation. You can't even have any healthy communication. The guys that's in your DMs, I'm assuming now that this, you know, the digital age is kind of taking over. So ladies, you know, I guess be a little bit more open. You know, you can meet somebody. The online thing was such a big stigma in the past that, oh no, that's scary. You know, you meet a person online, they kill you or something like that. It's growing from that. So you can meet.
Gifts.
I
love gifts.
The gifts,
the things that they move.
The little move. Oh yeah.
I love them.
I love them.
It says everything I want to say.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm about to say. It's just so many different ways to communicate now. And I think it's becoming more of the norm. Like I say, even in professionals, you know, people, they send stuff from their iPhone, their emails, all of that. Everything is working around your phone now. You know, so the communication has changed. So open up a little bit, because I had to open up too. But guys, the acronyms and all of that, like, we just gonna have to step it up a notch, you know, because a lot of women want a man that's going to communicate to them. So you have to, even though we're communicating by text and by DMs, but you don't have to resort to an acronym.
Can we talk to some compromise though with that?
That is compromise because I'm allowing you to.
No, because Ebonics is the actual language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't feel like that's Ebonics. I don't feel like that's Ebonics. I just feel like that's just being lazy.
WYD is definitely Ebonics.
And then I think it's laziness, and I think some people really can't spell.
Yeah.
Like some people really can't spell. So that tells you a lot about that person too. So
wait, what's it tell you about? Because hold on.
I mean,
I'm not dumb. I just can't spell. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well,
spelling just don't work.
But you know how to spell basic words.
Sometimes.
I'm talking about long, words and things. But you need to, read a book. Read a book. Read a little bit more. Even though that this is like the digital age, you can read books online, you can read articles, you can read all sorts of stuff. You can search things on your phone. I mean, just open up, broaden your horizons, guys, so that we can get this,
We talked about that bougie stuff.
A little bit. I don't think that's bougie. I think that's, my value system. It's just a little different. I'm cut from a different cloth. So, so like I said, ladies, open up a little bit more, broaden, guys. Open up. Communication, of course, has advanced as far as in the digital age, and then with technology and professionals and relationships. But like he said, you got to accept people for who they are as well. Because if you got a guy that's constantly texting you, what you doing, then you know who that is. So you should, have a good day, be blessed type of situation with him. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Check out Cheeks, with all due respect, on iTunes.
I'm proud of you, Queen.
And thank you. I appreciate that, Cheeks. Thank you so much. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Check him out on the podcast, with all due respect. And of course,
all platforms.
All media platforms. And of course, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Chanel on TV. Thank you. Bye.